My name is Oseyili Anenih. I'm 45 years old and I am from East and Northeast, Southeast constituencies in Edo State. I am married. Yes, I have kids, 2 kids. I belong to the PDP. Why politics? I think it's the most powerful lever we have as a society to bring about change or bring about progress. You can do philanthropy, you can contribute by maybe working, but I think the singular most powerful lever is politics. And so if you want to really bring about sustainable and lasting and significant change, then it has to be politics. What do I do for fun? Well, for me, politics is fun. I enjoy the politicking. I enjoy engaging with people. I'm also a builder, so I enjoy that work. I'm an interior designer. We do hotels and stuff. I try to find fun in everything I do. I also play basketball if you're asking for a hobby that I do. I enjoy reading as well, but I try to find fun everywhere in life. Well, that's a really good question. What would I title my autobiography? Probably roller coaster. If I drink, I'll be a whiskey sour. It's one of the best drinks in the world. I decided to, we've spoken about why I got into politics, but why I decided to run for this particular office is, I told you I'm from East and Northeast, Southeast constituency, and we have very peculiar problems with insecurity, with the lack of water, with an access to, employment, access to good quality education. And I think, the legislative seats in general allow you to sort of like set parameters for the executive to implement. I also think because of this specific focus I have for my constituency, the National Assembly seat allows me sort of like achieve those things for them. So I'm from a family of politicians, so I've always been involved in politics, and you sort of then get a sense of, what works and doesn't work. I'm a professional, I'm a project manager as well, and so you know how to organize people and deploy resources in the right way. I think, again, I don't like the idea of the savior politician. I don't think any one person can come and save their people, but I think I do have enough skills and a clarity of vision and purpose that allows me address these specific problems. And that's why I'm running. Who do I consider? My role models, funny enough, are my parents, my dad and my mom. They set me along this path. They were both foundation members of the PDP. If I were to pick one of them, it would probably be my mom. I got my love of reading from her. I think I got my fearlessness as well. Her never say die attitude. So if I were to pick one of them, because she's still alive and she'll probably watch this interview, I'll pick my mom. Hidden talents, I don't think I have any. I'm quite open. Hidden talent, I don't think I have any. I'm a good basketball player. I cannot dance. That's why it's hidden. To be honest, I don't like the idea of accidental politicians. So it's something I've always known I would sort of like find myself in. I've always wanted to serve. So yes, I did. I thought it would happen a lot sooner, but you take what life gives you. Okay, so I did mathematics in Ahmadu Bello University. Then I did management. My first master's was from the University of Surrey in Guildford. And then my second master's was hotel management. That's after politics, that's my second love, hospitality. 3 words would be determined, would be charming, would be humble. My kids, without a shadow of a doubt. I think that's the greatest thing I've done. Just bringing them and trying my best to raise them to be better versions of myself and my wife, of course. Without a doubt, that's my number one thing. Buhari. Can I say that? But jokes apart, if I could change one thing, I think it would just be maybe a lack of, I don't think citizens realize the amount of power they have. And if I could change one thing, it would be sort of like flipping this power dynamic now where citizens are subservient to political leaders. I would flip it so that politicians will be true servants of the people. I think that sort of is where our democracy is broken. And I think that's where it's flawed, because citizens cannot hold politicians to account. And that's why we get away with murder. It's a simple matter of representation. TNA, for instance, we're skewed towards the South because on the board we have a majority of Southern board members. And so the voices of people, when you're in a room, it's the voices of people that are representing a certain demographic that are loudest. So if you have women in the boardroom, they represent that demographic. If you have young people in the boardroom, they represent that demographic. I think it's the same thing for politics. I don't expect a 90-year-old man to, for instance, understand my needs, and I don't expect I will understand the needs of a 15-year-old, for instance. So it's the idea of representing just simply one of platforming the voices of every member of society, every productive member of society. I think that's why it's important. I think you hamper yourself, you almost cripple yourself when you shut out voices, when you don't allow people contribute. Representation is one of the easiest ways to bring about inclusive progress and development in any society. Society like ours, unfortunately, are not representative. It's skewed towards the older generation, it's skewed towards the wealthy. And that's why I think we are paradoxically one of the poorest nations on earth. Regardless of the outcome of this election, I think just that we tried. I think really that's the only thing one can aspire to be or to do. Just try. Just know that you did your best. Whether you succeed, whether you fail, just know that you did your best. And at the end of the day, that has to be good enough. If you did your best, then you should be good with God. Hi, my name is Oseyili Anenih. I'm from Edo State, East and Northeast, Southeast constituencies. I'm running for the House of Representatives in 2023, and I hope you guys support this campaign.